So today we will be discussing the controversial ending to the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Washington football team game where head coach Doug Peterson decided to pull Jalen Hurts out of the game while the game was still competitive, which really had a lot of people wondering what was the motive behind it. Was it to intentionally throw away the game to prevent the New York football Giants from making the playoffs? Or was it a part of the game plan for the Eagles to play Nate all along, as Doug Peterson seems to be sticking with that story? Did the Eagles intentionally throw away the game to prevent the New York football Giants from making the playoffs? So, some of the reasons that I put that it would make sense for the Eagles to intentionally throw away the game would be, well, first and foremost, to prevent their arch rivals, the New York Giants, from making the playoffs. Another good reason would be to ensure that they lock up the sixth pick of the NFL draft. And the third reason was simply, well, winning will do nothing to benefit them. So being able to keep all their tradable assets, from getting injured or anything like that this late in the season would definitely be key. So, what incentives did the Eagles have to win this game? Many veteran players, they have a lot of pride and they would like to go out with a win. I know that some players have been very vocal about that and questioning the head coach's decision to pull Jalen Hurts out when the game is pretty much still competitive. Definitely, when you're going out there against guys who essentially are, hungry trying to make the playoffs and you're out there competing, you got to make sure that you're going all out as well. One, you want to win, but two, if you don't, you could very well end up getting pretty injured pretty badly. So you definitely want to go all out. Another reason is for job security. Many front office members, as well as players that may not have had the season that they hoped for, perhaps they've been dealing with injuries. This could be the last chance to really show that you'd be worth bringing back for next year. So definitely, it would have been great to finish on a positive note, as well as see if Jalen Hurts could finish the game because you have a lot going on at the quarterback position. Will Carson Wentz be back? Will Jalen Hurts, see the answer for the team moving forward? So, did the Eagles actually tank, or did they try to stick to their game plan? Eagles head coach Doug Peterson stated that it was his game plan heading into the week to get Nate some playing time, but he also said that he was coaching to win, which kind of contradicts that. At the time that Peterson pulled Hurts, the game was very much still competitive. Hurts had accounted for two touchdowns on the day in the first half, but he also finished with his lowest QBR rating of the season with a 25.4. Many former and current players, mostly associated with the Giants, felt that this was foul play because of what the game meant for for the division in terms of what it could mean for the Giants and the Washington football team and playoff applications, and just for the nature of competitive sports, you definitely want to go out there and give it your best to win. Um, I say this pretty much aligns with what the Eagles have looked like all season long. They found many ways to lose. That's why they were 4-11-1. They've got a lot going on internally. I do believe that Doug Peterson decided prior to the game that he was going to take a look at Nate, regardless of how the game went on. He approached it as a team that had nothing to gain and the chance to see what he had in his third string quarterback. Perhaps this is due to the controversy surrounding Carson Wentz and whether or not he'll be around next year. And the many questions as to whether or not Jalen Hurts is the future of this team and gives them the best chance to win. So perhaps he wanted to see what Nate had to offer for his franchise and whether to bring Nate back next year or not. Some overlooked stories from the game. Definitely Alex Smith returned, sparking the way for the Washington football team to make their playoff run. Um, a candidate for comeback player of the year. He was injured on November the 18th of 2018. He shattered his right leg in two places. I remember he had a nasty infection with his leg, and he almost lost his leg. But he was able to return to the football field after enduring many obstacles to get back and to be able to lead the Washington football team to the playoffs against all odds. It's definitely one of those feel good stories. Chase Young making the Pro Bowl as a rookie, the second overall pick out of Ohio State. He's made a strong case for Defensive Rookie of the Year with 5.5 sacks, three forced fumbles, and 39 tackles. While Ron Rivera, he's paving the way for future Latino coaches. He's currently the only Latino head coach in the NFL and has now led both the Washington football team and the Carolina Panthers to the playoffs.